Why are we here today? We're here today to discuss what we've been calling Project Gateway for a number of months now. It is, in essence, the gateway to our future here at MBUSI. As Claude mentioned, it is a $1.3 billion, and that is with a B, dollar expansion, one of the largest expansions we've ever made here at the site. It will bring about 300 new jobs. Approximately 50, give or take some, will be what we would call highly skilled jobs, primarily in the engineering area. And as you can see, and for those of you that drive on 2059 on a day-to-day basis or go on Daimler Boulevard, this project's actually really already started. It started a few months ago. We were in front of the board earlier this year, this summer, and I want to thank again the board's patience with us on that process. We actually came forward a couple of months ago to ask for some abatements on a smaller scale because we had to get started with a lot of the work that's going to happen for this project. So what you're going to see up on the screen, assuming it works, there we go, is an overview of the site as it is now and as it will look in the future. So what you see right now in front of you in that big white area is what will be our new body shop for our next generation of SUVs. It'll be approximately 125,000 square meters. For those of you that aren't good at converting, and I'm not either, that's about a 1.3, 1.4 million square feet. So a rather large building, as you can imagine. You can see, we're kind of panning around to the other side. There are some other expansions that are going to take place on the site for this. That white area that you see kind of at the bottom of the screen will be a new area off of our assembly area. You see another extension coming off the north end of the assembly area. So you can see it's really focused around our SUV production and the future of our SUVs here at MBUSI. So the body shop itself, as you can see, is going to go almost all the way out to Daimler Boulevard. We are in the process right now of clearing that land. The teams have been working on that for a number of months now, and we will begin construction later this year. The area that's being cleared will actually include a wall because we go literally almost right up to the road. It's a pretty significant wall to be able to let us make full use of the approximately 1,000 acres that we have here. For those of you that were here 20 plus years ago, who would have thought that we would be sitting here 20 plus years later, and actually we're getting pretty close to have used up that 1,000 acres that I know many of us thought we would never have planned to use it to this extent. Unfortunately, I can't give you a lot of information about our next generation of SUVs other than to say they will be some of the most technologically advanced cars that we've ever built, not only here at the site, but for Mercedes-Benz. We will be giving you a lot more details for that in the future. Some of the major construction partners on this project are Barge, Wagner, Sumner, and Cannon, our general planners. B.L. Harbert and Gray Construction will jointly serve as the general contractors of that building. And SAEA and CSBD Construction have been working on the earthwork for the project. If we go back and look at a little bit, this chart's up here. Felicia and the team, and I want to thank them for all their work, as always, when it comes to these types of events. They actually deal with all the stress, and I kind of show up at the end and get to smile and make the speech, but the real work is by Felicia and the rest of the team here. But they put together this chart to kind of show you a little bit of our history here at MBUSI, and I think it does really an incredible job of showing what's happened in a little over 20 years here at MBUSI. Starting back in 1998, approximately 1,500 team members that were selected to produce that first generation of M-classes. We started in 1997. In 1998, built about 68,000 cars. We made a $600 million plant expansion, many of you remember, starting in the late 90s and early 2000, added another 3,000 team members and support personnel, about 74,000 cars in 2004. And then since then, except for maybe a little hiccup during the financial crisis, it's been a pretty steep climb for us. Last year, 232,000 cars, over 232,000 cars, and right now we have a capacity here at this plant for 300,000 cars plus. So we're building these days a little over 1,200 cars a day, and we have 3,500 full-time team members. We have about 8,000 people every day that come onto the MBUSI site. So 8,000 people that come through the gates of MBUSI to support us and help us build these excellent vehicles. And you know, depending on what calculation, what number you want to use, you know, anywhere from 25 to 30 or 40, 35,000 jobs created indirectly through the employment here at MBUSI. So we're very excited about this. We're excited that it's going to continue to reinforce and show our commitment not only to the Tuscaloosa but also to the state of Alabama. This has become the home of SUVs for Mercedes-Benz, and it will continue to be the home for SUVs for Mercedes-Benz. So we're very excited to have this announcement, and I want to thank especially, obviously, the IDA again for all of their support. Very close friend to MBUSI since day one, and always glad to have him out here, Judge Hardy McCullough.
Thank you, Jason. Well, where's my standing ovation? You know, it's a real honor and a privilege to represent the greatest community in the state of Alabama and in the United States of America. And Governor, I'm glad you could join us, and as always, the support you give to this community and to the economic development efforts that we put forward. It would be hard to say that you wouldn't be excited when somebody says that they're going to invest $1.3 billion into your community and 300 new jobs. So Jason, thank you. Thank you to Mercedes. Thank you for the commitment that Mercedes made some 20 plus years ago. And we look forward to continuing our partnership and our relationship as we look forward to even greater opportunities. I was excited to hear about part of this 300 jobs that include a higher tech involvement and the future of the automotive industry. Hopefully that focus continues to be in Alabama and in Tuscaloosa. Thanks again. We appreciate our relationship with Mercedes. We appreciate the 300 new jobs and the $1.3 billion investment. It's hard for me to even say that. $1 billion investment. But thank you very much, and we look forward to a continuing, wonderful, productive relationship. Thank you, Jason.
So, and last but of course not least, the City of Tuscaloosa, Harrison Taylor. I want to also thank you for your continued support and ask you to come up and make some comments.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm going to tell you like Elizabeth Taylor told her 7 husbands. I'm not going to hold you long. But again, to Governor Bentley, elected officials, the Mercedes-Benz family. 22 years ago, Mercedes announced it was bringing its first United States plant to our great community. It was a historical year. It was the same year I was elected. 2 big events in that year. When the plant opened in 1997, it brought 1,500 new jobs to our beautiful city. Now, 18 years later, they are back again, impacting our community yet again by bringing 300 jobs with $1.3 billion. 300 jobs and $1.3 billion expansion. I'm going to cut it short. On behalf of the mayor of this city, Walt Maddox, the city council that's here today, we are so proud of the partnership and friendship we have with Mercedes-Benz. And we are excited about all you have done and will do for our great community. Thank you for making Tuscaloosa your home.